Japanese people don't complain. They don't talk about it. They don't scream and yell and say, you owe me. Gaman, that's the word that they use. Gaman means we can take it, we can survive. I think that's basically the main reason why people don't hear about it.
It is only the Japanese-American experience in which men, women, and children were rounded up wholesale and sent to relocation centers without investigation, without due process. So that makes their experience unique. People had to, within a relatively short time, liquidate their properties. The government took no responsibility for protecting properties, for putting properties in trust.
We had a store at 646 2nd Street. My dad used to go to Windsor, Sebastopol, Grayton, Petaluma, Cotati. He had a regular route every day. We had to get rid of all the canned goods and the Chinaware that we were selling. They froze our bank accounts. Only money we had was what my mother had at home or in the store vault, our store safety vault. When the war broke out, my dad was picked up and put in the local jail. And after that, I didn't see him from December of 41 until 1944. He was relocated to various areas in the country. I was in the Boy Scouts at the time, and naturally, they took my Boy Scout flashlight away even. They said I could send signals to the enemy. I started getting a little nervous as a child, wondering what was next, which I was soon to find out, of course. We ended up in Arizona, and then from the train, they put us in a bus. There were 15 camps, but Poston was the largest. Since we were in tar-papered barracks, when the wind would arise, the floor with spaces, cracks in between, dust would get in there, and you'd have a couple of inches of dust any day, any time a dust storm arose. And then you'd have to sweep it out. In the summer, it's 113 in the shade. The military, they were up in towers, and we were surrounded by barbed wire. We were supposedly the enemy of the USA, but they were drafted right out of our camps. I worked every day, every meal, as a dishwasher in the mess hall for my mother so she wouldn't have to work. Every day was the same. You went to work, you go to school, come back, play basketball, baseball, whatever.
Even after I got out, I always felt like a criminal, that I had done time, through no fault of mine, but I had this record that I would never be able to get rid of, and that's why I never did talk about it. It was just too painful to even think about it. You didn't have any hope for the future. You didn't know what the future would bring because you didn't know whether you're going to be in camp for the rest of your life or whether they're going to ship you to some far-off country or what you were going to do. So you couldn't make any plans or anything like that.
A lot of these students did not receive their diplomas because they were incarcerated in camps during World War II. I was on the Sonoma County Japanese American Citizens League committee to find the people and try to find the addresses of the people who were in Sonoma County during that time period during World War II so that we could have them involved in the Sonoma County Office of Education graduation. And the people who were involved felt it was wonderful, and they said they were honored to come to the graduate at Santa Rosa High School. When they left, they got a standing ovation from the graduates, which impressed them very much.
I really appreciate the effort and the work that the committee went to do, because I didn't realize it was going to be that elaborate. I thought, well, here, they'll just give you the diploma and say, that's it, you go on your way.
I have very fond memories of Santa Rosa, and I have no ill feelings toward the government, really. Although they deprived my father of all the money that he had earned, he never did get it back. I know all the kids that I went to school with. I can remember most all their names, but I can't remember their faces. I sure would like to.
I just hope that in the future this doesn't happen to any other group of people. I mean, I wouldn't want them to have to go through this because it's just too humiliating.